Good afternoon, coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a new startup company based out of Austin, Texas. We are focused on creating a technology platform to connect student athletes to other student athletes, to build their network, and to connect student athletes with college coaches during the recruiting process. And then lastly, and most importantly, we are here to help student athletes successfully transition from high school to college, and then either into a pro game or into a career based on their major. We have got another exciting class of 21 prospect on the podcast today. He is a receiver in the class of 21 from Cornerstone Christian High School down in the San Antonio area. He's got great size, 6'2", 185, tremendous GPA, 3.6. He was second team all district. Coach, you can see he's serious. He's got his NCAA ID up there so you can look up his grades. Kai McCarty. Kai, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you doing today, sir?
No, I'm good. Thank you for coming on the show, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about your story and you telling it in your own words. One of the things, obviously, we're starting to reopen from COVID-19. I think Cornerstone, have you guys started strength and conditioning summer program yet?
Yes, sir. We started last Monday.
Okay, and how's that going for you so far?
It's going really good. I mean, I'm a little sore and tired, but we're working.
Okay. Are you happy to be back around your teammates?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Back when we were quarantined, what were you doing to stay in shape for the upcoming season?
Well, I was training with my trainer, Julio Ali from Apex Athletics, and he was just basically getting me bigger, faster, and stronger. He would be giving me meal plans, and we would lift in the morning from 6 to 8, and then in the evening we would have speed training or receiver training for footwork and route running and stuff like that.
Good. Okay. And doing a lot of ball skills, got work on your hands, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Well, hey, you've got a very impressive video in Huddle. Let's go ahead and bring that up, and let's have you talk to these college coaches about some of the great plays from your junior year. You ready to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's bring it up. There. All right, can you see the screen there?
Yes, sir, I can.
All right, let's hit play, and you walk us through some of these great plays.
This was against O'Connor, and
wow.
I'm pretty sure I was running a post across the middle of the field, and it was a high ball, and it was a little overthrown, but I managed to pull off the catch with a one hand.
Wow, strong hands right there. Wow.
Yes, sir. This is Marshall. It was a close game that game, and this was one of the clutch plays I had this season, where I think it was 21-21, and so my quarterback, he just threw the ball up, and being a receiver, I just the ball I felt like it just had to be mine. No one could the game was on the line at that point, so I just had to make the play and go score.
Great job by your quarterback there. Oh, yeah. That's a dime by your quarterback, by the way. Great catch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Kai, the thing I like about your video, you got good size at 6'2", 195, but you can run. Your work on your speed and stuff is definitely paying off.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, nice double move. Another great one-handed catch. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Do you put a lot of focus on those 50-50 balls? It looks like your quarterback has confidence, and I'll throw it in double coverage, and I know Kai will come down with it. Is that something you guys work on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we do. This was against Taft. It was a broken play, but I came back to the quarterback and managed to make a play out of it.
Kai, that's big time for a receiver at your age to understand that when a play breaks down and my quarterback's in trouble, to just work my way back to him or work yourself deep. So that's a great maturity right there.
Thank you.
Nice. One more play here. Look at it. A lot of good stuff here for coaches that haven't seen your video yet. Getting behind coverage. Nice job. Well, hey, so that gives coaches an idea. If you haven't seen the video, obviously it's very impressive, and there's a lot more. But let's switch up the tone here a little bit. Let's talk about this tremendous 3.6 GPA, and tell me about the importance that you put on your academics.
Well, I'm an AV honor roll student, but I managed to pull off all A's this last semester at Cornerstone. It was a little more difficult than my other school at Clark, but it it was I like I, yeah, it was just more difficult than
Mm-hmm.
Clark, but I just managed to pull off all A's and get that 3.6. I wish it was a little higher, but I'll get that next year.
Okay.
Um, I
What are
plan
some of your
on
favorite subjects in school, Kai? Are you a math guy, science, English, what?
uh I'd say in a math. I I I'm pretty sure that was probably my best class that I had the best grade in
Okay.
this last semester.
Tell me a name of a teacher or a tutor or somebody at your school that has been it played an important role in you having high grades. Shout them out right now. Who would that be?
I was my teacher, Colonel Drake. He really helped me because when I first got there, there was some like things that I didn't really understand, but he took time out of the class to like really help me understand and get me caught up with everything. And
Okay.
then also my algebra teacher, Miss Taylor, she did the same thing too. She caught me up with the class and basically taught me everything and like just helped me understand what was going on when I first got there.
That's awesome. A lot of players would love to have a 3.6 GPA. Share one piece of nugget of information to those players on what you do to maintain that high GPA. What's the one thing they can do to turn their grades around?
I'd say just ask questions to your teachers because they're always willing to help you, and also just turn your work in on time so like you don't get the low late grades. Turn it on time so you have a better chance of getting a higher grade.
Okay, that's good stuff. Tell me, as you're going into your senior year here, do you have an idea what you might major in when you get to college?
I would like to major in either graphic design, fashion design, or animation,
Okay,
and then minor in business management
I like
because
it.
I really like to draw, and I I have a whole bunch of drawings in my room and like on my iPad too.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. And so, tell me, fast forward, whether you play in the NFL or not, but fast forward when football's over, what do you want to do with your life? What kind of career do you want to have?
I would like to I would like to take my art skills even higher and like try to do something big with them, and hopefully if I can get on like one of the like Disney or something, so like one of
Okay,
those big companies.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. I like getting a
Yeah.
plan. I like that. Let's switch back here. So let's talk about as you go into your senior year, what would you consider some of your strengths at the receiver position, and what are some of your weaknesses that you're going to work on this fall?
A few strengths that I have, or I think that I have, is my height, and I say my wingspan. It's
Yeah.
6'3". My feet work, my speed also, and my
Yeah.
route running, and my hands.
Okay. And what are some of
And
the things you're going to
then
work on?
some weaknesses. I say I tend to get a little too competitive. Like you could tell when I'm really fired up, and but I like that was when I was younger. Like I used to get like really angry, but now I've like been able to turn it into something positive.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Tell these college coaches there's a lot of good receivers in the 21 class. Tell these college coaches what differentiates you over all the other receivers in your class.
I'd say that I'm really confident in my
Okay.
skill and what like in my ability. I'm really competitive. I love to compete, and I just don't like losing. And but if I do lose, I make sure that I like I fulfilled my goals that like I set for myself, and I'm really dedicated, and I put in the work, and I
Okay.
work really hard
I like it.
at
That's
everything
a
I
good
do.
list. Tell me, Kai, how do you define leadership and how do you plan on being a leader for your team this fall?
I define leadership as someone that takes charge. They motivate their team, inspires them, and sets a good example also. And for
Okay.
my team, I tend to help my teammates out a lot. Like when they're, I said like an example, like if they were tired, like I would be there to like pick them up and like say we got this and like let's keep going. I'm always there to show up to practices. I, and I'm always willing to set a good example.
Okay. There is a freshman probably at Cornerstone that wants to be where you're at when they're a senior. Give them one piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were a freshman.
Ooh. I'd say just keep working, and I mean you have a lot of time, but it goes by really fast. So just keep working and don't take days off. Just
Okay. I like
grind.
it. Let's switch over to recruiting a little bit. Who are you hearing from? Who do you want to hear from? And what's been your recruiting experience so far?
Well, so far I have one offer, and I have one offer from Oklahoma Baptist University, which I'm really excited about.
Okay.
But I've been in contact with a few coaches from Yale, Columbia, Rice, and the University of West Georgia, and a few more.
Okay. That's good. What do you? A lot of college coaches want to understand. The relationship you have with your high school coaches. Talk to us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach.
Well, when I first got to Cornerstone last fall, I jumped straight into basketball season, so I didn't really get to gel with my football coaching, my football coaches. But as soon as I got out, I had some time to do that before COVID hit. But then after that, we've been on Zoom call meetings every once in a while. But
Right.
I've mainly been in touch with my receiver coach, and we've got a pretty good relationship there.
Okay. Good. Okay. Tell me a little bit about, what are some of the things you're looking forward to playing at the college level compared to high school?
Um, I'm looking forward to just having football and having a coaching staff that is willing to put me to work and just get me to the next level after that. But also my majors like with art and stuff,
Right.
I'm willing to or I'm happy not happy like I'm willing to improve on my artistic skills and get
Okay.
even better with that too.
Have you and your family talked about, are you, what's going to be your criteria for selecting the school that you commit to? Is distance from home? Is it going to be your major, obviously? Is it going to be culture, scheme, family environment? What are some of the things that are going to be important when you make your final decision?
Um, I'd say I'd say football would be one of them, and finding the right environment to spend my next 4 years in college.
Okay, good
Yes,
deal.
sir.
Who besides your family is going to help you make the decision on what school you decide to commit to?
I would say God, because
Okay,
he always has a plan for
right.
everyone, and so I'm just ready to fulfill whatever plan he has for me and follow that
Amen. I
path.
love that. Nah, that tells me you're grounded. I like that a lot. Let's switch gears up a little bit. Tell me about Kai off the field and when you're not working out. What do you like to do? What are some of your hobbies? Do you like to fish or hunt or be out in the water or hang out with friends? What do you do when you're away from football?
Well, I like to hang out with my friends, and I like to go swimming. I like to play basketball with my brothers in our backyard. I like to play games and pretty much draw too.
Okay.
I spend a lot of time drawing.
Okay. Are you a big Photoshop guy? Are you like drawing by
Yes, sir.
hand or sketching? Give us
Yeah.
an idea what kind of artist you are.
I do Photoshop, and I do draw by hand too. But
Okay.
I mostly do digital art too.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay. Are you a big video game guy? Are you a Madden guy, 2K, or you don't play video games?
I do play video games, but I'm not really good at sports games. I think I should be, but I play more of the Modern Warfare,
Okay.
and whenever my brothers just want me to play with them, I'll be on like Minecraft or something like that.
Okay. The obvious question with
Yeah,
video games: are you taking L's or giving L's?
I give L's. Or yeah, I give L's. I give L's.
Okay. Obviously, you're a teenager, and there's no teenager that doesn't have their cell phone near them. What are some of your favorite apps? Are you a Twitter guy, Instagram, Snap, TikTok? What do you like to hang out with?
I like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and I also use Photoshop like a lot.
Yeah.
And this one drawing app called Procreate. That's a
Mm-hmm.
really good drawing app
Yeah.
to use on my iPad.
Okay. And then tell me your taste in music. What artists do you like to listen to when you're working out or in pregame to get you hyped?
Lots of Little Uzi Vert.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Tell these college coaches, what kind of player are you in pregame? Are you like to be just getting hype and getting people fired up? Are you kind of quiet to yourself, kind of going over the game plan, your routes, that kind of thing? What kind of player are you in pregame?
In pregame, I'd say like at first I'll be a little quiet, but as soon as like a few like hype songs come in, then I start to get fired up, and then
Okay.
I just don't stop from there. I just get fired up, and then I tend to fire my teammates up too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Uh, Coaches also want to know about, being successful in football is about overcoming adversity. Tell these college coaches a time in your life, either personally or dealing with football, when you had to overcome some type of adversity.
Um, I'd say when I moved to Cornerstone last year, because I basically had to just restart on completely everything,
Yeah.
like my social and sports also, like football. Well, I basically got to like reprove where like who I am to like everyone
Mhm.
on the teams. And for school, I just I had to like everything was a little more difficult at
Yeah.
Cornerstone than at my old school, because it's more of a like a prep school.
Right.
Or yeah.
Okay. That's good. When somebody watches you in the fall this season, you may remind them of a player. What receiver do you pattern your game off of, either a college or a pro receiver?
Uh, I'd say CD Lamb,
Okay.
because he he's a baller. Like
Yeah.
he makes those big plays. He has great hands, route running,
Yeah.
speed, and his size. And so he's just able to jump up and make like big plays, and he always fights for yards. Oh, sometimes ending up in touchdowns, but like he's just he's a baller. He's good.
Okay.
He's really good.
Let's go back in time a little bit. Tell these coaches, when did you start playing football, and then when did you fall in love with football?
I started playing football in kindergarten when I was 5 or 6 years old, but it was flag football, and I was in California at the time. But yeah, but I'm pretty sure I fell in love with it like as soon as I started playing, because it was just really fun, and
Mhm.
like yeah, it was just like the best thing ever. So it sticks
Okay.
with me till now, and
Well, you're
yeah,
also talking to a native Californian. What part of California? The Bay Area or Southern California? Where were you from?
Southern California.
Okay. All right. I miss home a lot, but I do like it here in Texas.
Yeah, yes sir.
Um, Tell me that moment when you knew that football might be able to pay for your college education. What year was that when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna use football to get a scholarship and play in college"?
I'd say I'd say like my freshman or sophomore year,
Okay.
because I've seen a few of my old teammates get a few scholarships. Like my friend Luke, he got a offer from Princeton, and he ended up going there. So yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Okay. Um, Obviously, you got a great GPA. You've got a great balance in your life with being a great athlete, being a great student. tell these coaches, what have you had to sacrifice to maintain being a high level elite student athlete?
First, I've had to sacrifice hanging out with my friends a lot
Mm.
because, like, it's really tempting to just go and not put in the work and hang out with your friends, and then, well, there's other guys getting better, bigger, faster, stronger,
Mm-hmm.
anything. But I've just learned that it's just part of football that you just have to put in the work, and you can't take no time off. Not I'm not saying like you can't at all, but like
Right.
just not too much time, because
Yeah.
then you'll eventually get past that.
Okay. Yeah. Balance. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Tell me, what do you do to give back to your community? Are you active in your church? Are you involved in Boys and Girls Club or something at the school? What are you doing to give back to your community?
Well, before I joined Cornerstone, I was in this community service, uh, this community service organization called SASO, and basically we just go out and pretty much do events like feed, I think it was refugees that moved to San Antonio,
Mm-hmm.
and just like give them clothes and food and drinks and stuff. And then, but when I got to Cornerstone, they have us doing some community service stuff for like volunteering. I haven't gotten to do any because like as soon as we started doing that, then COVID hit. So,
Yeah.
uh, and then I also, when I was a little younger and when my brothers were younger, I would help my dad coach their football and basketball
Mm-hmm.
teams. And then I also have a elderly next door neighbor that I would occasionally go help and see what he needs me to do in his yard too.
That's awesome. Okay, that's great to hear. Let's talk about your family a little bit. Tell us about your mom and dad, and are you an only child? Are you the baby, the oldest? Give us a little bit about the family dynamics.
Well, I'm the second oldest. My
Okay.
older brother is in California. He stayed back. I have four younger brothers: Ashton, Trayden, Shay, Levi. My mom, she is a real estate agent, and my dad is an IT computer technician.
Okay. All right. And then, Kyle, you've already got good size. I haven't seen your dad yet, but do you think is the size coming from your mom's side, your dad's side, or where do you think that good height's coming from?
I'd say my dad's side, not my
Okay.
dad's side, because my younger brothers, they're pretty tall for their age. They're really tall.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
deal. Hey, there's a lot of good players in the class of 21. Take this time to shout out some of your teammates. Do you think these college coaches you might want to look at for recruiting?
First off, I'd say I'd like to shout out my cousin, Caden Her. He lives in California,
Okay.
but he's really good. And my quarterback, Lucas Coley,
Yep.
and my other teammate, Nahamani Harris, my friend Gavin Castro, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just interviewed, knowing, obviously you have Lucas there as your quarterback, and then now with you, and then now
Yeah.
you got AJ coming in.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, there might be one of the
It's,
top two receiving core teams in the country. I mean, you guys are going to be
yep.
explosive on offense. How excited are you to have another great receiver on the other side of the field?
I'm very excited because it eases up like if like I was getting the ball a lot, and like the defense is just coming on me, and
Yeah.
then it opens up for the other receivers or vice
Right.
versa.
Yeah, because they
But
can't
I
double
think,
both
yep,
guys. They
yeah.
got to take a
Mm-mm.
shot and double one of you guys.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, you guys are going to be explosive. I can't
Yeah,
wait to come down and see that.
yeah. I'm really excited.
Exciting. Tell me a little bit about your learning style. So college coaches want to understand, hey, how do these kids learn best, not only in the classroom, but as far as coaching on the field? Are you a visual learner, verbal, or physical?
I'm more of a visual and a physical learner. Like
Okay.
I feel like I not necessarily pay attention, but I learn better when I'm able to actually do it, or if I just see it happening.
Okay. Good deal. Tell me a little bit about a lot of high school players want to play football in college. Tell these coaches why your game specifically translates to the college level.
Um, I say my game translates to the college level because I work really hard, and I'm just willing to put in any work that I need, and I'm willing to improve for like anything on my game. I'm very coachable. Uh, I'm very coachable, and if the coach sees something wrong and he wants to correct me, I'm there. I'm just all ears and ready to learn
Okay,
and
I like it.
fix what I need to fix.
Okay. Tell me also, what is going to be the single most important factor of making your decision on where you'll commit to here in the next few months?
Um, that's a good question. I'd have to say,
It will be the strength of their graphic art school, or will it be distance from home? You want your family to be able to see you, or no? I mean, what do you think?
yeah, it'd probably be my distance from home. Like I don't want to be like too far from
Okay.
them because I want to be able to see them every once in a while. But like, depending on the school, if it has like a lot to offer, then I'll. I'm sorry, sorry for him, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's okay. I understand. Hey,
yeah.
lastly, as we finish up here, tell me a little bit about what other sports. You're obviously a good sized athlete. I think you probably play basketball, but what other sports have you played over your 4 years of high school?
I play basketball and I run track also.
Okay. Are you a sprinter or
Yes,
a
sir.
jumper?
I do both, but
Okay.
I'd say I'm more of a jumper.
High jump, long jump. Do you triple at all or
Uh,
no?
triple and
Okay.
long.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, as we finish up here, and it's been a great interview, Kai. We talked about the elevator pitch before. In
Yeah.
30 seconds, tell these college coaches why they should recruit you and specifically what you're going to bring to their program.
Okay. Well, what I'll bring to your program is that I'm very confident, and I'm very confident in my ability and in my game. Very coachable, willing to learn, take in as much as I can, and I have a lot of fire and passion for the game. And I'm very motivated. I'm really hard worker. I give everything 100%. Even when I'm tired, I make sure I'm 100. I love my love for the game is just super high. It's like it's just out of this world. I'm a team player. I also work hard in the classroom too,
Hmm.
and make sure that all my studies and my grades are up so I can be eligible to play for y'all. And then I just I hate losing. I'm a good kid. I stay out of trouble, and football is just my passion. It's everything to me.
Man, Kai, that is a tremendous elevator pitch, man. I am excited for you and seeing you play this fall. If you or your family has any questions or need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Continue
Yes,
to be
sir.
safe during this quarantine time, and we'll see you during the fall season, okay?
Yes, sir. Sounds
All right.
good.
Thanks, Kai. Have a good day.
You too, sir.